Like you never hear about Somali and Twitter beef because it mostly stays on its side of the web with no real connection. Haha, you reminded me of something. Me. Living in China as an expat. Read expat news sites on WeChat. Wild racial violence sensationalism. Africans robbed/cheated/beaten/killed in China. Chinese robbed, raped, killed in Africa. Have acquaintance expat, US. Nice but naive young black Texas girl. 99% expats are college grade but not always smart. Always forwards these articles like a 22-yo boomer. One day arguing with her about some wild bullshit story. Do some research. It's a decade old and wildly misrepresented, misinfo agitprop. Look into these stories in general. 95% are literal fake news. Usually traced back to anti-China parties running in elections in Cameroon, Zimbabwe or Kenya. Chinese social media gets it from African tabloids and repeats it in China for views. Me. Living in China. News feed is occasionally spammed with English translations of Chinese translations of African stories, English, French, of literal disinfo agitprop. Me. Hanging out with friends. Me and one other gun guy talking about what we carry. Other friends intrigued. We both unholster out pistols and put them on the table to show off. P365 and Glock 43X. Gun friend asks if he can hold mine. Say yes and warn him that it is loaded. Picks it up and immediately flags me. I tell him to watch where he fucking points that thing. Says he grew up around guns and knows what he's doing. Points it away from me. And at another friend. Tell him that's enough and get my gun back. Don't hang out for a month. When we all get back together again he talks about being flagged by one of his other friends. Says he can't stand people being unsafe with guns. Exchange look with friends that saw him point a loaded gun at me. Never let him touch another gun. Never invite him to the range. Friends ask me to teach them more about guns without him around. Me. 10-yo at the time. Keep having this recurring dream where a cloaked skeleton death stereotype keeps chasing me around our local cemetery. Eventually catches up to me and I wake up. Getting incredibly pissed because I can't get a good sleep very often. One night get the same dream. Again getting chased around the cemetery. Suddenly for no reason get incredibly fucking mad instead of scared. Notice a shovel leaning on a well. Pick up the shovel and start actively hunting for the skeleton. Finally find it. Catch up to it. Falls down and starts screeching in this weird inhuman voice pleading for me to let it go. Start going to town with the shovel completely fucking it up. Dream never comes back. Sometime later I kept having these dumbass dreams where something is sitting on your chest and it's hard to breathe. Start getting annoyed by these stupid dreams because I keep waking up in the middle of the night. Dream comes back. Thing sits on my chest. Through incredible effort smack it with the force of 1,000 suns in its ass. Spirit demon thing is now flustered, looks at me and lets out a scream that fades away just like in the memes as it also fades away. Stop getting the dream ever again. As a side note, this was way before I ever saw one of these memes. Me. Autistic gun owner. Own Scar 16 and Scar 17. Random other autistic gun owner. Why do you need that? Our platform are cheaper and can achieve similar performance. Because I like it. Random gun artist pulls trap card. Gendo Ikori glasses adjustment. Types on Cheeto dust, Ballistol amalgam caked keyboard at unnatural ghost in the shell augmented typist pace. Well, with the R you can have thousands of rounds for training at the same cost of just the Scar by itself. Me. Phone posting on the toilet. I know. Him. Me. Private Anon. Fort Benning, 2014. Doing FTX. Platoon sets up a patrol base in the woods. Night falls. Starting to settle down. Drill sergeants shoot off a flare. React as trained, get the fuck down and don't move. One of the guys sees something right next to him in the harsh flickering light. Calls the DS over. They shine a flashlight down on it. Baby fucking rattlesnake, 6 inches from his face. They chop its head off with a neat tool. One SG cooks it over and open fire and has it for dinner. Later that evening all platoons were recalled inside the wire for the rest of the FDX so that they could make a quick cash evac if somebody got bit.